Hello, welcome to Rewrite Your Reality with Reese. I am your host, and today I'm going to talk about a specific idea, which is what you are actually doing when manifesting a specific person versus the subtle things that we tend to do when we are experiencing these things, right? So, initially, are you manifesting a specific person or are you manifesting a specific way to relieve pain, sadness, whatever it is you're feeling regarding this person, right? So let me just really break this down because I see this quite often. He or she is my one and only, my everything. I need this person to be happy. He is or she is the only person that I want to be with for the rest of my life. And you are saying this, one, from a place of lack, two, from a place of pain, three, from a place of basically you're putting them on a pedestal, saying they're the one and only person for you. There is no one else. There might as well be no one else in existence, right? Right? You're doing it to fill a gap. And you're confused because you see this person living their life, right? You see this person maybe with other women, with other men. You see this person with overseas doing something. Maybe they got married or something. And then you start to break down a little bit because you feel the love so powerfully, and yet you can't understand what's going on in reality. You see, it's our inability as humans, as a human perspective, to actually understand what's going on as a reality. But if you take a really honest look at yourself, and by the way, I'm not saying you can't manifest anything. You can manifest anything. Manifestation has no limit. You don't have a limit. You must be able to experience having a life with this person that you desire to have. So, specific person. Can you manifest this initially? Yes, of course, right? Choosing to experience love and joy with somebody, the reality with someone as a reflection of you, it is a choice. And here's where the subtlety comes in, right? What's going on? Why is it taking so long? What must I do? All of these questions are indicative that I don't know what I am. And not necessarily because people who know they don't have those questions. It's because those questions become irrelevant because they serve as nothing more than a marker to point you back to being I am awareness, right? So, specific person becomes specific plug, as in plugging a hole, as in trying to fix something, right? Trying to use someone to patch up emptiness, fear, lack, pain. So, key question, is it love or is it a fix? By the way, it doesn't matter which one it is in terms of which one is created. They both exist. That's all, right? So, if you feel like you have time pressure, I need to get married by a certain age. Deadlines, right? If a deadline exists, what must the deadline exist as? A deadline that you can do something before or experience having missed because it's a deadline, right? God doesn't work with deadlines. God doesn't care about your deadline. It's because God has an infinite number of experiences where you miss it, and an infinite number of experiences where you land it, and an infinite number of experiences where you just stop caring about it. Because you are God, right? I need them before they move on. Move on to what? Nothing is solid, nothing is set. They can move on to any number of people before you or after you, and it makes no difference because it all just exists simultaneously as reality. Then panic mode starts to kick in and we get really desperate, and we start doing meditating from 10 minutes to 20 minutes, right? Start affirming from 5 times a day to 50. And I saw something about affirm this 10,000 times and your specific person will call you. It's more likely you're going to get tired before that, so I don't advise that one. The universe doesn't operate on a clock. It just goes, right? It doesn't matter. You are always right on time for being exactly who you are being. So who are you being, right? Be the version of reality that you are God, that you are everything, that everything unfolds perfectly for you, because then it must be. You don't have to have the intense backstory for what it is you think you need. You don't have to have the intense backstory you think you need to have for what it is you want, right? You just become that person via whatever. Might as well be magic, but it's not really magic. It's just unfolding of everything naturally coming to you, right? You're gonna be a singer. Your physicality will actually change into you being a singer, right? Everyone thinks, oh, that's nuts. You need to go for this. You need to go for that. Whatever you need to go for and do, you already did. So you're just experiencing yourself becoming that singer, right? Every person is a viewpoint. Every single version of every single person that you're seeing is a viewpoint, and every single time you are seeing something, in every single moment you are seeing a literally brand new viewpoint that they are experiencing, because you are experiencing a new viewpoint, so everything else must be new. Whew. Consciousness is perpetually reflecting you. I don't have to worry about that, because I think that gets a bit misunderstood, where you have to perpetually be in your state. No, you don't. You just have to know I'm in my state always, and then that's about it. Right? You are the center. You are the center. Everyone is the center. How can everyone be the center? Because reality is arbitrarily size. It's like it's an arbitrary size, right? So from every person, it is a center, because there's no point of reference to the end of it. So you are the center. You're the center of an unending reality, right? In all directions. It doesn't end. You just stop seeing what's there. You are God, you are source, you are infinite awareness, right? Choosing experiences. Loss happens. You lose loved ones, you lose pets, you lose relationships, friends that you've had for years and years and years, they just tend to go off into the sunset, and you stay here in your viewpoint. But where is that viewpoint going to go now, right? The feeling of grief, it is human, right? But you're still a whole person. You don't need someone to plug that. You just need to realize, I contain the experience that I'm experiencing now. I contain this joyful experience that I'm also experiencing now. I contain everything. So from this everything, what do I want to experience from the container, right? You don't need anything. Then if you don't need anything, the time it takes to unfold doesn't really matter anymore, but you just know it's unfolding, right? So shift from I need them to feel complete to I choose to experience love with this person, and I let that go. I'm whole, therefore I have it. I am whole, therefore I have this. I have this idea. I don't need this idea to manifest in this exact instant, but I know that from this exact instant it is manifesting. That's it, right? It's about being aware, not forcing physical action. And you will have thoughts about forcing physical action. You will have thoughts about, do I need to go and do that? Did I not do that? Did I miss an opportunity? Did I take an opportunity that wasn't? Those thoughts don't matter. It doesn't matter. Just to keep returning back to your I am awareness and just let it unfold. Because even that stuff is part of the character that you are being, right? And I can give you practices of things to do, breathing, journaling, all this stuff. But at the end of the day, you're still going to put your attention on these things as if they are the thing. They're not the thing, you're the thing, right? So, do you know that you are God? That's it. I am, right? Or you're still looking for something to plug this hole that you are looking at perpetually, right? I am your host, Reese. This is Rewrite Your Reality with Reese. Thank you all for being here. Much love. Infinite light, infinite love. And thank you for the liking. Thank you for the subscribing. Somebody sent a very beautiful message on one of the videos yesterday, I think it was. Thank you for that. Appreciate it thoroughly. And I look forward to seeing you all in the next one. If you want to reach me, my Facebook page is in the description box below. You can join, chat with the community, building, and you can email me directly and for advice and things like that. There's a TikTok page also available, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye.